Okay, so today's session, very exciting session. It's about leads.
Waiting for you.
Hi, Olga.
Hi, I was looking for your picture, Jody. I mean, yeah, because I just saw the RPR thing.
Oh, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you now. Did you just start?
I just started.
Oh, okay.
Here they come.
Hey, my listing is live.
Congratulations. All right. Welcome,
Gracias.
Stefan.
Hi, Jody. How are you?
Good.
Yep.
All right. So this is all about leads from everywhere. And I can't wait to get into this. It's going to be fun, interactive. Get ready to put your thinking caps on about how you're going to use this. All right. And I am recording.
Well, now I'm stuck. I've only got Priscilla Lauren's name huge across my screen.
Look for
No, no offense, Priscilla.
That's okay.
Yeah.
None
look
taken.
for the, you can't see my screen?
I see the Productivity Plus group call C21 AllPoints second Q 2025.
Okay, good. So, Janet.
I'm going out and I'm going to come back in.
Okay, sounds good.
Whatever happened is okay.
All right. All right. Okay.
All right. Now I see 1, 2, 3, 4 people. And then I'm
All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to share it again.
okay.
Hold on. All right. Stop share. Okay, so now you see everyone. Hello, everyone. And now I'm going to share.
I don't know why I'm not showing. I put video. I took the X through it. Anyway, who cares? Okay, you don't have to see
Okay,
me. I'm alive. Okay, go
good.
ahead.
That's good. All right, so this is about recruit leads, generating leads, finding leads, talking to leads, and
Right.
me sharing my screen. Every time I make a change, then I get crazy. Okay, where did you go? Oh, here we go. All right, so we just went through a week. Hopefully, you guys, I know we have a couple listings, a couple open houses. I know people are writing offers because I'm helping them write the offers. So we'll keep this going. Today's session, the 20 most effective lead generation sources for real estate agents. Okay, so the agents who generate the most leads are the ones who take consistent action across multiple channels. Whether you're a new agent or a top producer, these 20 lead sources will help you build a steady pipeline of buyers and sellers. So high conversion lead sources. Direct prospecting. These methods require effort and consistency, but deliver high quality, motivated leads. So the key is consistency and putting the effort in. So one of the things that we have talked about in our letter, which I'm not sure everybody got, but is 5 contacts a day. So that's 5 people that you talk to about real estate every day. And that can be from your phone, from knocking on doors, from doing an open house, from direct messaging, from texting. And when direct messaging, I mean any social media that's back and forth. So the idea is just have more conversations and you will increase, excuse me, your reach. And that's how it works. The people in this program that are doing 5 contacts a day consistently are getting business. So let's talk about the first most effective source is expired listings. Okay. And Victor was just talking about that. So an expired listing, sellers who already wanted to sell but didn't. It's that simple. We know they want to move. In Florida, maybe they didn't sell because it was priced wrong. In Connecticut, maybe they didn't sell because they couldn't find a place to go, so they're kind of stuck in limbo. So you have to like find out why and what is their motivation to move. So how do we reach out to them? We call them or we knock on their door. So this is what I would do right now. If I had to start my life over and become a 100% commission agent again, I would create expired listing packages. And I would put in my plan of action, maybe a closing cost sheet. I would put a market evaluation of the house and some other items of value that, as far as statistics go, to show them what's happening in their area. And you know what? I might not even give them a CMA yet. I might just give them the statistics. I would go back in time, see what it's been over the last few years, give them an overview of what they're up against, and any positive articles about the future. What do we think is going to happen in the future? Because now is always the best time to sell. So in your mind, you have to figure that out. People want to know, why is now the best time? When I was at Century 21, I wrote an article for Parents Magazine of why the holidays are the best time. But I could write an article for every time or season and say why it's the best time. So we have to think like that. That's what sales is. You need to have a reason all the time of why now's a good time to sell. Okay? So the conversation is as simple as this. So if I was in Connecticut, I would say exactly what I just said. I love your home. I can't believe it didn't sell. I've got to think probably you couldn't find a place to go. So you're having second thoughts. Is that what happened? And most of the time they're going to say yes. If I was in the Panhandle or Naples, I would use some statistics. I can't believe your house didn't sell. It looks beautiful from all the pictures. Tell me why you think it didn't sell. Do you think it was the price or was it the marketing? That's all I would say. Okay. And that's the conversation. Well, I think it was the marketing. A lot of times that's exactly what it is. And I'm being Florida right now. Everyone says price, 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 but many times it's the marketing. So would you like to see my marketing plan? It's one of the reasons why we're in the top 20 for Century 21 in the United States. Okay, make an appointment, go over there, get ready to list the house. If the problem was, oh, I couldn't find a house, then I would say there are a lot of new houses on the market right now. I'd love to come over, show you my marketing plan, and also show you what's for sale. Maybe we could go out and take a look at some of these and see if there's anything that would in any way help you to want to make a move. And then I promise you, I'm not going to have you be stuck. We will put right in the contract that it's subject to you finding your home of choice. And that's it. So you have to find a plan and a path for these people they want to move. We have to find a way to make it possible for them. So that is number one, expired listings. And we're doing a class, I think, in 2 weeks on expired listings and for sale by owners. Second, for sale by owners, kind of the same. Only a for sale by owner is selling it themselves. Lots of times, a for sale by owner is somebody who had their house listed, it expired, they think we are idiots, and they're going to do it just as good as we can. And you know what? They might be able to sell their house, but it's still worth calling them up. So, who are they? They want to sell, but most fail without an agent. Offer value up front, pricing strategies, contract guidance, rules and regulations. Key questions. If I could bring you a buyer, would you be open to working with an agent? If I could bring you a buyer, would you be open to working with an agent? I used to say this all the time to for sale by owners and expireds. Would you be willing to work with an agent on any kind of basis at all? And it's a nice conversation opener because you're not committing, they're not committing, and you're just trying to make an appointment to go to see their house. Well, let me ask you something. Olga, would you be willing to work with an agent on any kind of basis at all?
Yes.
Well, I might think about it.
Yeah, I would.
What do you mean? Well, let me come over, show you my marketing plan. It's one of the reasons why we're the number one Century 21 we're in the top 20 Century 21s in the country. What's better for you? Nights or weekends? So
Nice.
that's okay. I'm on my way. Good night. That's the idea. So number one, expires. Number two, FISBOs. So think in the back of your mind, what do you want to use as part of your business plan? And then we have to come up with a strategy. Third, effective lead source. Just listed, just sold. So what do you think that means? Anyone want to take a guess? What does that mean? Just listed, just sold. Does that mean when a listing comes on, I call the listing?
Can somebody mute? I'm getting a lot of background noise from somebody.
I will mute.
Is it me maybe because of the lawnmower? Does it sound like a
Oh,
lawnmower?
maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the other room. Hold on.
I'll mute you, Beth.
Okay.
Oh, it was you. Okay, so just listed, just sold. These are people who live in a neighborhood where the house next to them or in their eyesight just came on the market or just closed. Okay, so it either just came on the market or it just closed. Why would I call them? Because everybody wants to know what's happening in their neighborhood. And a lot of times, if you've noticed, when a house goes up in 2 or 3 weeks, another one goes up, and then another one goes up. So it's people get the idea and then they start doing it. Look, I think we should move. Do you know what they're asking? If they can get that, our house is much better. So they're like thinking about this and they will put their house on the market. Plan, call or door knock 50 homes around each area. So a new listing just came on. Hey, I just want to let you know we're already seeing a lot of activity in this area. You might know someone that wants to live here, do you? Okay, so nobody knows anybody that wants to live in the neighborhood, but we're calling to get to know them, and that's a good thing to say because it doesn't sound like we're getting into their business. It's more, oh, no, I don't know anybody that wants to move here. What are they asking? So this is good for if the listing just comes on the market today. And you can see that in the hot sheet or on the market and now the marketing tab on your computer, on your MLS. So that's what we do. And then the script. Did you know this home sold? Or did you know this home came on the market? And they're asking 100 million dollars. Okay, who do you know that might want to sell next? You could say that, or you could say, we're seeing a lot of activity and we're looking for other people that might want to sell their home. Okay, so that's calling, just listed, just sold. That's number 3. And I know our top agent that does this, Robert Perriello, he does this every day. Number 4, we know this one, open houses. So open houses can be a high intent buyers and sellers in the area. Why? Because who's coming to the open house? People looking to buy and people looking to list their house. Maybe their house is listed and their agent is doing an open house at their house, but they haven't signed a buyer agreement. This has happened to me so many times, I can't even tell you. They don't sign up their sellers with buyer agreements. They come to your open house, you have all the paperwork there that you need, you can do it. Okay? Well, in this market, I would sign up every seller I have, I would sign them up to be a buyer too. And if you're in a Florida market, then guess what? You still want to sign them up. It will help give them hope for the next step if they're going to stay in the area. All right, so when do I do open houses? I would do it all the time. You guys are doing really well with open houses. Some people are not on the call because they are busy writing offers and because of doing open houses. So this is the deal. You do an open house, you get everyone to sign in, have a good conversation, make them feel good. Your job is to make them feel good. Have some things on the table that are informational, items of value like closing cost information, statistics from the neighborhood, a neighborhood report, uh, whatever, uh, your own bio, the handouts that the marketing team will give you. And then my favorite really is closing cost information because that is always a mystery to people. They love to see that. So create a closing cost sheet that has your name on it, your information. Make sure you have some nice data on what has sold in the last 30 days, other things that are on the market, and even other neighborhoods, maybe some market data. Okay? The key to making open houses work is this. Believe that you are going to get do deals from every open house. Never throw away the sign-in sheets. And I mean that because you want to look at them. Keep them in a folder. When you have downtime, look at them. You can put them in your CRM too, but you want to call them and because it's going to make you remember the house you did the open house on, and if there's any other houses that are similar, you'll remember the conversation. So follow up with open house people. Invite them to other open houses as you do them, even if it's not in the same area or the same price range. Just say, you came to my open house over on Stafford Avenue, and I loved meeting you. I'm doing another one in a completely different town. I wanted to invite you in case you might know someone that's thinking of coming into the area. And maybe when you do an open house, bring little bottles of water, maybe some individually wrapped cookies or something that kind of is your trademark. So you can tell them, just come by for cookies. I'd love to see you. Okay? So open houses, part of your business plan. Number 5, circle prospecting. So this is similar to just listed, just sold, only this is cold calling neighborhoods to build relationships. Great for branding and long-term lead nurture. Best used in areas where you want to become the go-to agent. So if this is either for your geofarm or an area you want to break into. So let's say your geofarm is kind of saturated, you want to change, you want to get your 5 calls in. Circle prospecting, you could do it and pull up all the non-owner occupied listings. You could pull up the old expireds, old rentals, other things to reach out to people, investors, or other kinds of people. So circle prospecting is good for anything, and it's like inserting yourself into what's happening in the marketplace. All right. Next, number 5, digital lead generation.
Okay.
Okay. So digital lead generation, online and social media. These methods scale your business and generate inbound leads over time. Okay? How do we do this? We Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. Post valuable content like market updates, home tours, and client success stories. DM potential leads on the social media and build relationships. Reach out to people, have conversations, run targeted Facebook and Instagram ads, and offer a free home evaluation report. So, I love the tool called InfoStats, and I'm just going to show it to you for a minute so you have an idea of item of value that you could share digitally and on social media. So you could print it out and you can post it and you can bring it to your open house. But a lot of people, they want to know what's happening in their area. And this is in both Florida and Connecticut MLSs. So and you guys probably know where I'm going. I'm going to InfoStats. Sparks. I say stats, it's Sparks. InfoSparks. So in Connecticut, it's here. In Florida, it's in menu, and then it's in marketing tools. So I'll just show you quickly what it is. And if anybody wants it and you can't find it, we'll do a one-on-one and I'll share it with you. So this shows you how you can compare areas. So I'm going to start with average price. I will add, let's see, Branford. So I'm going to do the Connecticut shoreline. Madison. Old Saybrook. And let's see. What else should I do? Old Saybrook and Old Lyme. No, I'll do more Guilford. Guilford. Okay. So we're comparing these 4 shoreline towns. We're going to say single family, every price range. We're going to change 12 months to 3 months so we can see the most up-to-date information over 3 years. And we're going to change the line to a bar. Okay. So now we have the average price 2023, 24, 25. And I am going to share this here. I'll do it live. Well, I could do it static for now. I'll do static. If I do live when you post, it will always be the most up-to-date information. I'm going to share in new window. Okay, so here we can see in 2023, Branford average price, single family, for first 3 months of the year, 742, 782. Okay, Branford today is 654, 776. That's 12%, 12.9% less than a year ago, 2 years ago. And it is also less than a year ago. It went up and then it went down. And it might go up again, could be because it's been cold. Who knows? Madison, 771 average price. Madison today, 948. It's up 28.8%. Old Saybrook, 581, 157. Old Saybrook today, 783, 249. It's down 9.1%. And then Guilford, 604. So Guilford traditionally was the same as Madison. They were always neck and neck. So it was 604 and now it's 700. So it went to 604 to 722 and now it is 700. So it's down 2.9%. Isn't that crazy? So this is a great item of value that you can share and bring to an open house. So if you were doing an open house in a town, what were the other three towns that the people coming to the town would want to compare it to? That's the idea here. Okay. So I could do Stamford, Norwalk, and
Greenwich.
Greenwich. I was gonna, yeah. So you could do, and it would be, do you want me to do it? See, isn't this interesting? Let's see. Close. I'm out. So it's single family, don't forget. So I'm going to change this. Stanford. Norwalk. Greenwich. And I'll do Westport. Westport.
We should have said Coscob. I'm a
Okay,
little,
isn't Coscob part of something?
it's part of Greenwich, but it's the lower, what I say, lower end. It's,
Well,
the price
see,
is very
Coscob is
high.
a neighborhood, so I
Yeah.
don't want to compare neighbor. I would compare
I
neighborhoods.
would compare Coscob before Greenwich with Stamford and Norwalk.
All right, well, let's try it. We'll do all three. Okay, now we are in average. We are single family only, and we're going to 3 months, 3 years, bar and share.
Oh, this is really nice, this Info Sparks. I like this. It's,
I know.
yeah, something complete new for me. Very nice.
Okay, so let's see. Stanford in 2023, average price 910, then went to 936. And now it's 1,009,877. So single family is up 7.8%. Norwalk, 787 to 976. That went up a lot. And then it went up another two. So that's like 26%. Greenwich, 2 million to 2,700,000 to 3,868. But, unbelievable. So that's up 40%. The NAR predicted the most Connecticut would go up this year was between 6 and 8%. That's 40%. That's unheard of. So that is just crazy. And then Cobb went 1,540 to 1,776 to 1,523. So it went up 15% and then it lost the 15%. So it's almost flat, a little under. But isn't that interesting? So we're looking at now, the other thing you can also look at is the number of um, closed sales. Okay. And that also tells the story sometimes, because if there weren't a lot of closed sales, that one sale could be throwing it off. So,
Look at that. Coscob only had like a few, and So they
Yeah,
look like they went up more. It says they
which is
went up,
also, whoops, just as interesting.
but that just shows you can make the numbers go any way you want.
Yeah, that's true. We know that. Okay, so let's just look. So yeah, cause 4 in 3 months, only 4 sales. And then because it's a neighborhood. So Coscob is a neighborhood in Greenwich, so it's going to be different. But you can compare, it compares neighborhoods like the beaches. You can compare different beaches. And the next thing I'm doing for statistics is I'm going to be doing Naples. So that'll be fun. All right. Back to where we were. Okay, so items of value, think in terms of that. You want to be able to have conversations that make you a magnet to people. That people want to know more. What is Jody talking about? Did you hear what she said? That kind of conversations. So number 9 of and which is why I wanted to show you this, is your website and SEO. So we have websites that are All Points more, our Century 21 All Points company website. We have a lead generation thing going on in there that the company's paying for to get leads. And we have real people actually talking to people that come to the website, trying to drive the SEO and things like that. It's not an easy task. The people, I remember when I worked at corporate for Century 21, I knew the head of the of marketing really, really well, and we would go out a lot. And I said, we have to get our SEO up. It's ridiculous, And she said, Jody, do you know how many engineers we have for SEO mobile? And I said, no. She goes, 3. Do you know how many Zillow has? I'm like, no. She's like, 36 just for mobile. So, Zillow has been just pumping money into their SEO from the beginning because they had a plan. And the plan wasn't to sell real estate, it was to for us to buy their stuff. So you can't really compete with that. But what you can do with SEO is have content that at least when people Google your name, good things come up. Does that make sense? So I'll tell you what I mean by that. If you Google yourself right now, what are going to be the top referring sources if you use those sources? What do you think? I'll tell you. The top,
Friends,
go ahead.
just people that you could be talking at the grocery store and somebody said something
Well,
and you
definitely, that's the best way. But if you were to Google yourself, the top sources you would come under would be Century 21 All Points, Zillow if you have things in Zillow, Realtor if you have things in Realtor, and LinkedIn and YouTube if you have any videos. LinkedIn and YouTube are the best social media sites for you to come up in search. So it's important that you are there. Okay? Facebook is starting to come up a little more, but it's better to get your SEO going for your name. So when you meet people on Facebook and they Google you, they'll see, oh yeah, Jody, look at all this stuff on LinkedIn, and oh, she's got all these videos. So create a high converting real estate website with a home search feature. You have that with your Moxie website. You have that already. You just need to use it. Write local market blogs and neighborhood guides. That's not that hard to do. You can write information. We just looked at some cool stuff. Well, you can also write information about local chefs, local restaurants, what's happening in your neighborhood. Optimize for realtor in Southington. So people find you on Google. So that's an idea. And you can also do that on your Moxie website. We can optimize it for Google. So website and SEO. 10, that's good, but we really want to, like you said, Janet, your neighborhood. Talk to people in your neighborhood. But
Yeah,
that is the ninth effective way to generate leads. The 10th
let me
is,
say something, and maybe all these people that are on now with us know about it. There's something called Nextdoor. Do you know it, Jody?
yep,
Okay. Now, when I first joined that, somebody put something on about they were selling something, but they were a realtor. They got kicked off. But now I'm noticing they're not being so strict about it. To me, and I'm going to call them, that's an ideal spot to go because people are really watching that carefully. And they all
yeah,
the gossip on
yeah, the
next.
gossip, the lost pets. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So you could say, are you missing a home? Do you need
yeah.
one? That kind
Well,
of
and
thing.
also if your profile has the fact that you're a realtor, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And when
I
you go in there, talk about different people that can help them if they need it,
right.
a plumber, and those kind of people, Janet. All right. So, and then we have people in the company that buy leads. And, sometimes that's effective. Zillow, Realtor, and Redfin, you can buy leads too. We don't buy them as a company. We try to change our website so we attract them rather than buy them.
Do you
All
know
right.
what?
So go
Do you
ahead,
know?
Nick.
Do you know roughly what that like that Zillow thing costs to do?
It depends on the town.
That's
You could ask Daryl Sullivan. I know he buys leads, I think in Hartford. If you were to try Branford, forget it. You'd be like 5,000 a month. But if you're going to, one of the different neighborhoods in New Haven, maybe. It depends on the price of the houses. But why not check it out?
Mm.
All right, so that's the first 10. Any questions? Okay, now we're going to number 11, and this is my favorite, your sphere of influence. Okay, referral-based lead sources. The top 85% of agents' business comes from this. That for top agents, their business comes from referral-based lead sources. Okay, your sphere of influence. The best way to stay top of mind is leverage relationships, the people that you know, your sphere of influence, friends, family, past clients. People already know and trust you, number one. Number two, call 5 to 10 people a day to check in, not just about real estate. If you can't get them on the call, text them. If they text you back, that counts as a contact. Okay? 3, use a casual script. Hey, Janet, I have been thinking about you. How have you been? I've been good. Are you all set for Labor Day? You set for the summer? Yeah, da, 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 whatever. Hey, do you know anybody thinking of moving? I know some people that are that have rentals on the shoreline, and just start a conversation casually. All right, so that's your sphere of influence. You want to be in touch with these people because we think they're going to give us business because they must know where we're in real estate. But guess what we find if we're not reaching out to them? What do they really think? Has anybody lost somebody that you know or even a family member?
Yeah, I did.
And they probably said, well, Olga, I didn't want to bother you. They think they're bothering us. So we don't want them to think we're bothering them. And guess what? The same data we just pulled is fun to talk about. Oh, I heard the market's really hard, Olga. Well, it's really actually kind of fun. Some areas prices are going up and some areas are going down. And then give them some examples.
Mm.
Okay, so sphere of influence, minimum 5 a day. Next one, I love this. This is client referral program. Okay, so I know a lot of agents that do this. Linda Johnson in West Hartford, 4 times a year, she invites all of her past customers to come have dinner at her house. And somebody in her family is a chef. They create what they're going to give out. She gets all her kids, grandkids, pays them to come in and wait on people. And it's really fun. I went to one of her sessions. It was so much fun. She lives in a little house, not a huge house, a nice little ranch in West Hartford. It was so much fun. And what's really fun was her clients love hanging out together. They're getting to know each other. So she's creating this tribe of people that refer business to her. They all talk about how knowledgeable she is about real estate. So think about creating some kind of referral program. Um, the other thing is when you're talking to people, you can give out a $5 Starbucks card if you want to, or something like that. But you can't do pro quo. You can't give money because they sent a buyer. Like, oh, I'll give you $1,000 or I'll give you a percentage of the commission because they're not licensed. So we cannot pay anyone that has to do with a transaction money for sending us business. We can give them a gift. We can invite them over for dinner, but the value can't be more than $25. So creating that kind of a thing, or having a dinner at your house, like Linda does. Okay, past clients and repeat business. So we've kind of talked about this. And I like the idea, stay in touch through personal calls, holiday gifts, market updates. So some of these we're touching again because they're so valuable. And you just want to make sure you're following up I would say 6 months is minimum. But ask, hey, it's spring. Would you like that the prices are going crazy right now. If you want to know how much your home is worth, I'd be glad to send you something. Whatever you want to reach out to them and let them know you're doing this, you're in the business. Okay. And now local business partnerships. So I absolutely love this too. Local business partnerships, because when you start going and purposefully going to the commercial businesses in your area, even, you go to chamber meetings and you do different things like that. But I'm going to reach out directly to the bookstores, to the CBD sellers, all the little niche markets. They're having a hard time too. So going in there, introducing yourself, maybe buying something if you want to. Create cross referrals with other professionals and see, offer to their services to your clientele. Okay, so I'm just going to slide back. We just went through 15. Okay, I just want to re-look at the first 15. 1, expired listings. 2, for sale by owners. 3, just listed, just sold. Calling the neighborhood to inform people. Look for business. 4, open houses, treating it like a business plan. Circle prospecting. So you're going after an area. Digital lead generation, social media marketing. Then Facebook ads, Google ads, and YouTube marketing. Website SEO, Zillow, Realtor, and Redfin leads. and your sphere of influence. Now a client referral program. And then we did past customers and repeat business and local business partnerships. So what I'm going to do is put you guys in breakout rooms. We have 14 so far. We're going to finish the rest after this breakout room. I want you to pick 2 or 3 that you would think about doing and discuss how you can reach out to them, what you could give them to or talk about, and how much time do you think it would take, and how would you plan to do it as part of your business plan?
You mean
So,
for number 14 or just any of the 14?
any of the 14, any of them.
Okay.
Just pick whatever, when we were doing this, what did you relate to? So I'm going to stop sharing and create breakout rooms. I'll do 2. All right, here we go. Join the room. All right. Got 10 minutes.
Room 2, 1. We're just supposed to select and then talk about
Yeah,
what,
just click join,
click join, and then what?
and then
Join.
you'll be in a room and with the other people. You'll see.
Oh, wonderful.
Here I am saying, Olga, what are you thinking? I always forget that I'm muted. Okay,
You
so
couldn't hear any of us?
no. So
Oh, Jesus. I needed you to help me. I was getting in trouble.
uh, okay,
You ask me a question?
yes,
Yeah, I like the local business relationships, partnerships. I do that with local businesses or
okay,
other, people, other businesses that are not local, but go there and talk to them and try to become a regular customer and talk to them about what you do and ask them if you could put business cards, leave business cards there. And I find that provides opportunities for getting leads. If you don't get
excellent.
them, they could give you other leads.
Yeah, I love it. And you could also put it on your website. You could have a list of my favorite um, places to shop or something like that.
Well, I did a video with one of them
Oh,
about
nice.
yeah, tea method. It's a tea place in Simsbury that opened up not too long ago, and I did a little video about them.
Excellent. So who learned something new that they want to make part of their business plan? Maybe.
Not new, I would say, but something like probably the social media is something that I definitely want to dive more into, which it's just, you got to be disciplined. You got to do it. You got to take the time and you got to like, yeah.
Does anybody else want to do social media too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it. I do, but I
So
need to do more.
let's hold each other accountable. So I have a Facebook group for this, and I would love to have you guys all join it, and you can talk about what you posted. Share ideas. Let me share with you.
Will you train us? Do you help us and train us on how to do that? Like this, show us how to do it or?
Sure. Um, I I would be glad to help you as much as I know. I would be glad to help you. And I probably more know. I do know a little. Oh, there's my daughter. All right, let me share.
Aw.
My daughter is in Japan.
She's what?
What?
Yeah,
Doing what?
it's my son-in-law's 50th birthday, and they are sh having fun.
Where are they?
They're
Wow.
in
Japan.
Fushimi Inari Tashiya.
In
Oh,
Japan?
that's beautiful. Yeah.
Wow. Are you watching their son?
No, this is my other daughter. They live in Stanford.
Oh, okay. Wow. Nice.
No, that's one. Cute.
Wow, that is
Wow.
so cool.
Is he
Oh
the
my
Guatemalan?
goodness.
Love it.
Yes, that's my daughter.
Oh, she's pretty.
Looks
I
like
like her hair.
He's a Mayan. One thinks he's a Mayan. That is cool.
Wow.
All right,
Very nice.
so where am I? I want to show you the group that I have that I want you to join if you haven't. Let's see. Where is it? My group. Groups you manage. Oh, I changed the picture.
Oh, wait, you sent us something, right?
Yes, here it
You sent
is.
it.
And let's see. Can I share with, I don't want to share that. Invite. Invite with email. See, I don't know if I'm Facebook friends with
And this
everybody.
is going to be on our business page, right?
Oh, invite via QR code.
Jody, will this be on our?
Can you guys take a copy of this QR code with your phone?
No, I guess we could find out.
Try it. Oh, I did it. If you hold it over, it will pop up. And that way, the reason I just created this group, and I did it so you can share stuff because yeah, the idea is we've all been saying we want to do social media, but at the end of 12 weeks, are we going to have it part of our business plan? We will if we hold each other accountable. And you can't let perfect is the enemy of good. So don't, just start posting. Don't overthink it.
How do you find the QR code again once you download it? Where does it go?
So it brings you to Facebook.
No,
So
no, no, but like if I'm trying to find it, where do I go on my phone to find it?
when you take a picture of
Oh,
the
it goes to
QR code,
gallery?
you'll see it. It says Facebook. So you take
Okay.
a picture of the QR code and it says Facebook.
Jody, this private group, it's 17 members. Don't wanna let me join this.
It won't let you join?
No,
Hang on. Why?
I think you have to do it once we
Instagram
request
is-
it.
Jody, I see a lot of people today are using Instagram also,
Yes. Yeah.
but they're owned by Facebook. So are they connected that way then?
Yeah, they are. You can connect them. It will prompt you to connect them when you do it. All right. You know what? I will download the QR code and send it to you. They make it hard. All right. Let me just see. Maybe. Okay. Download code. All right.
So, Jody, with most groups, once we request, it sends the owner a notification, and then you have to approve the person that wants to join.
Okay. Badge, admin assistant, one action. It doesn't say anybody's requested. Member. Oh, here we go. Luz. Yay, Luz did it. Okay. But we have a lot of people that are very good at Facebook and a lot of people in the Olive does classes, I think, once a week on social media. So if you want me to set up a class for this, I can get other people to help too. Okay,
Sounds
so,
good.
and this guy here, Jordan Dennis, you all should be friends with him. He taught a master class on social media. He is really good. Has worked with Ryan Shearhart and other people. He's out of our Niceville office. And he's also one of the videos that is on the last page of this that you can listen to. Okay. So back to where we were. So that's the idea. We have one idea so far that we're going to do, and it's social media. Anybody have any other ideas?
I want to post the YouTube
The
video.
open house.
Open house, great. So how are you going to do it differently than you have done it?
I like the way I've done it. I just have everybody sign in that comes in there and talk to them and see if there's any, also neighbors come by to the open house as well. So they want to check out what, their competition if they decide to sell whatever, or just, they just want to check it out.
Excellent.
So, no, I don't know.
So you have everyone sign in?
I like your idea. I do. Yeah. Yeah. But also, I like your idea of calling people on that list and let them know that you're doing another open house. So that is something new I would do.
Good. Anyone else? Victor, what are you thinking? I know what you're thinking. Expireds and FISBOs. Victor has been wanted to do expireds the first day he joined us. All right. So now we'll go to 15. So the 15th one, and this is great. It's probate, estate sales, and divorce. Okay, so if we wanted to do probate, estate sales, and divorce, how could you see yourself doing that?
Can we contact the attorneys?
Yes. Okay, call the attorneys up, invite them out to lunch. Say, I have a lot of aging people that are my clientele, and I want to be more knowledgeable to help them. And I would like to work with more people like that. So I would, any help, are you somebody that I could reach out to? And then you can send people my way too. Okay, so what's nice about these is they're highly motivated sellers. Okay, and estates, probate, there's a process. So find yourself probate attorneys. Just Google it. Start reaching out. And divorce attorneys, reach out to them. And think about it. Like, talk to friends and family. Who do they recommend for divorce? Okay, and then when you call, I've had several people recommend you. I'm not getting a divorce, but I'd love to have lunch sometime. Can we get together? I'm in real estate. Okay. 15, 16.
Once I tried a funeral home to see if they would like have my information there available for people who maybe were had family members that passed and they had to sell their property, but the guy never did anything with it.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. So I think rest homes are good. You know, extended care, every kind of rest home there is out there. Even if you like call them and say, I'd like to read to older people once a month, put a couple hours in, get
The
connected, get
senior center,
involved.
the
I'm
senior
sorry.
center, maybe
Yeah, senior
the
center is
senior
perfect. And what can you give them as a value?
education.
Yeah, the same things we've been talking about, right? So education, what I'll tell you something. Everybody, I do job fairs once in a while, and there's one it's right off the highway. It used to be a Holiday Inn. I don't know what it is now, but I believe it's North Haven. And they always, have job fairs there. So we'll go, bring all our stuff, get everything ready. We always have tons of candy to give out. There's a senior center right near there because they all come to the job fair and they get candy. So, if you think about it, what could you do to make their life a little better? I mean,
Brings
if it's something that you want to do and make it part of your business plan, it wouldn't be that hard to start doing it and get an in. Okay. So next, community engagement. We have agents with kids in soccer, kids in volleyball, kids in baseball, football, and every kind of ball game. And those parents are, buried with having to drive their kids everywhere. And then when they get to different places, they have to do the concession stand, bring the coach, bring all the equipment. These people are very exhausted and they could use some help. If you wanted to help them, it would be welcome. And when you're wearing your Century 21 t-shirts, baseball caps, you know, even volunteering to work in the concession stand. I'm sure you'll find people will be more than happy to let you help. So if you have friends, family, anybody doing this kind of thing, offer to help on weekends. It would be like doing an open house. You'll get to know people. So sponsoring, community involvement, builds brand awareness, makes you the go-to agent. Okay, that's number 16. Number 17, real estate investment groups and networking events. So we all have these meetups. You just have to be careful because there's a lot of things that some of these places do that you can't do if you're licensed. Okay, so we know that. But still joining, talking to them, sharing information, it's it's worth a shot. You get to know people. It's another source. And then this is my favorite, door knocking and farm areas. So pick a farm area, which most of us have. Consistently knock on doors every month. Bring market updates, which we just showed you some, and neighborhood sales reports or invites to events. So this is something that I recommend just because it's so easy and it's RPR. So anyone that is a member of the National Association of Realtors has RPR for free. And they do tons of data and marketing. And they have free classes, like more than you could ever want to take, to show you how to do it all and share data information that you have curated with their tools yourself. So it won't be like what everyone else has. Okay? So here's an example. This is RPR, and let me just show you RPR. Well, I'll show you in a minute. I did this one, Naples, Florida. I searched just Naples. That was the search. Public records was what I chose. So I didn't choose the MLS, just public records. You can choose the MLS. It will show the MLS. But the reason I chose public records is because that is public. So I can actually share the data because it's not have anything to do with realtor listings. It's public records. So I did macro neighborhoods. So I selected macro neighborhoods. Then I picked one just to see what the neighborhood was like. I don't know Naples. I mean, I've been to Naples a few times, but I don't really know Naples. And then I can see about this property and I can see where it is. So it's right over here above North Naples, whatever that is. I can also download the data and I can print labels. So all of this, I can get the sellers. I can look them up in Forewarn. I can call them. So this is great data sharing. Can
Uh,
you can see my screen, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, quick question, similar on this one. What's the town or area in Connecticut that has their own MLS or something separate that we might not get to, and how do you get in there if you want to try to search?
Well, yeah, we'll take that offline, but there are
Okay.
different, but you could use this. You could use this. And Ridgefield is one of them, Greenwich is one of them, Darien is one of them. But you a lot of the listings are there. So not all of them, but a lot of them are. And you can also go to realtor.com and see them all. So this is then I take that information that I just got, which is so this is RPR, there's the map. Then I take the same information, take a screenshot, send it to me, and I will get you the people that live there. So I can pull this data from a program we have, and I can send you the people that live there. I'll show you what it looks like. So I've done it for a lot of you. It has their name, some of their phone numbers, and some of their email addresses. So you can get some of the information, and the rest you can look up. All right, I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So you can go to rpr.com, but it's also here in your MLS, and Florida also has it in their MLS. So I just clicked on RPR right there. So the MLS is up here, and down here is RPR. In Florida, it would be like tools. Then it brings me here. I'm going to type in Naples. And then I have public records. And then I'm going to, over here, show geographies. And I'm going to macro neighborhoods. Okay. And this is the area I believe that I was in. Erie Drive. So I can actually pull data and give information in this area. It may not be the same one that I showed you before, but so how do I do it? Whoops. So over here on the right, you have tools for the map. Make it a little smaller. All right, and it's showing macro areas, which are neighborhoods. So this is Willoughby Acres. So I can just click draw, and I could do a polygon or whatever I want. I'll do freehand. So I'll just oops, if I could try to follow the neighborhood. So I would probably do it again, but I just want to give you an example. And now I can create a report with this area. What do I want to create? Market activity, neighborhood. So let's
Market
do
activity.
Plan.
market. I wonder what all, I'm going to see what all templates is. All templates. Oh, it shows you all the templates. Oh, I don't want that. Okay. That's how I learn. I'm curious. Hopefully it's not going to kick me out. Go to legacy reports. Okay, custom. All right, so I'm going to create report. Run report. So click here, market activity, run report. And it takes a couple minutes. You'll hear a doorbell when it's finished. But it's so easy. So what you have to do when you go in there is update your personal profile. See? Ding dong. Download report. If you have a dog, they'll be yelling right now. And here is, so I have my profile updated. This is the neighborhood. It says what the median estimate home value change over last month, over last 3 months, over last 12 months, over last 24 months. So it gives you some decent data, and then it shows you what's happening. And you can do this anywhere in the United States. That's what's so cool. So if you have family and they're thinking they live in California and you want to get a referral, say, well, hold on, let me get you some information and then I'll get you a great agent for the area. Okay. So this is the report. It's pretty decent. And if you were going door to door, you could print out a few of these and attach your card.
Can we do this for New York too also,
Yes.
Jody?
Yep. Anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay.
Okay. Isn't that great? So that's an easy way to share farm area for a geofarm. Okay. Any questions on that? So I'm going to teach that, how to do RPR next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday at 10 a.m. And I will record it. All right, next one, number 19. So if you are in some of our areas, you have a lot of high-end homes. So let's look how Century 21 stands up. 25.7 million in average daily luxury sales. We are good. Century 21 is good. And I have like 3 more slides on luxury. So we have a lot we can share with that clientele. So going after luxury, number one, the advice is create high-end video marketing and virtual tours. So, and that is where you want to like do some research. Network with luxury car dealerships, high-end stores, and private clubs. Okay, you can also go after expireds for sale by owners, non-owner occupied that you can find in RPR. RPR I didn't show you, but you can also pull people that are going into foreclosure, short sales, and things like that. You can get all kinds of data in there. So go using a niche market like luxury or, active adults or Gen Y or Gen X. Think of what you can do to go after that. I know Nick on this call goes to the gym every day. He, doesn't even think not to go. So if that is where you go, then you want to think, how can I relate to people that are going there? Number 20, relocation leads. So we have relocation here. To get on the relocation team, you have to do at least 12 deals a year for 2 years in a row. And if you're not on the team, you can also use the tools. So we have military real estate benefits. It's a cash back to the military veteran. If you're in competition with other agents, you can say, well, I have a cashback. Are you a veteran? Yes, I am. Well, you deserve a reward. So I'm going to sign you up for our cashback program because you served. And thank you for your service. So you'll get the listing. It will cost you too, because it's a 30% referral to the military benefits program, but it's worth it. And you'll get other referrals from those people because they'll be so glad you shared that with them. All right, so now let's think about it. 20 ways to go after leads and get them. How do I take action today? Pick 3 to 5 lead sources from this list to focus on. And then create a daily prospecting plan and stick to it. Track your numbers. How many people are you calling? Follow up relentlessly. Most people, it's not the first call. It's the 4th, 5th, 6th. I honestly like, and I've always liked making prospecting telephone calls because it is one of the few tasks that you can sit down and do and feel like you accomplished something when you're done. Because you're making calls to find business. And calling people is the first thing. And then getting to know a farm area, they become your friends. Believe me, when I did a farm area for many years, they all knew me. Nobody would dare take a listing in that area. And a lot of them moved up to high-end homes. And they would give me like, Jody, I have all these tomatoes, zucchinis, squash. You have to take this home. Give it to your children. Would you like a bottle of my homemade wine? I mean, it was like you become part of their family. And you get to know all the gossip in the neighborhood. They come in and have a cup of coffee. You look hot. Come in and have some iced tea. Okay. Why not? That's what you're doing. So find 3 lead sources that you're going to implement today. And then commit. Tell yourself, I am going to do this. And how am I going to make it happen? Okay? So remember this. What gets measured gets done. One of my coaches that I had used to say this to me all the time. What gets measured gets done. So you want to measure your activities. How many people did I actually call? And if I didn't do it, there's only 2 reasons, this coach used to tell me. Well, why do you think you didn't do it? Well, it's one of 2 things. You were either unwilling or unable. And unable means mentally you can't do it. I can't figure out this problem. I can't, right? So we just have to plan it and then put it in our calendar and then do it. And don't let ourselves have excuses. If you said, I'm going to make 5 calls today, when you hang up, it's only 6:30. You could make 5 calls in the next half hour to the people you know, and you're done. You just did it. Easy peasy. So commit 3 of the things that we did. And don't forget, once a day, handwritten note, five a week. Your goal is 1 appointment a week, 1 offer written, and accept it within the first 30 days. We can do this. you guys are doing it. Actually, a lot of you on this call are doing it. Okay, here are the links. The one that Jordan Dennis, this is the social media, master your social media, worth listening to. He's really good. So the last page of this handout that I sent you has some great videos. Mastering Your Social Media and Robert Perriello, the one that, is very disciplined in what he does. Really good. These are great videos to watch. Okay, that is it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Are you sending us that last page? Are you sending that to us?
I will send it to you. It's part of, I sent it earlier,
You
but I
did?
will send it again.